Okay, okay. All right. This meeting will come to order. I'd like to welcome everyone here today in our viewing audience on August 22nd for the meeting of City of Davenport Zoning Board of Adjustment. Your participation in city government is appreciated and welcome. If you have a mobile device, please turn it off as it may interfere with the room's electronics. My name is Kerry Strayhall, and ZBA board members today present are to my left Tom Quinn and to my right Judith Lee. Zoning Board of Adjustment is a 5-member judicatory board established by state law. We're appointed by the mayor and confirmed by the city council to serve without compensation for a 5-year term. Board meets twice a month to hear appeals involving hardships from strict application of current zoning laws. We also grant special uses and rules on administrative appeals. All right, any corrections to the minutes from our last meeting?
Yes, I do see one needed correction.
All right.
It says that Chairman Hart called the Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting to order, and it probably should be Reistroffer.
All right, thank you, Judith. Anything else? Is there a motion to approve?
I move to approve as corrected.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. So we have our petitioner here today. All right. Before we get started, just to let you know, since we only have 3 members here today and we typically have 5, we would need all 3 of them today to vote, all 3 of us to vote today in favor for this to go forward for you. So you have a choice. You can wait until the next meeting. We could postpone it when we have more members here, or we can proceed today. So which do you prefer?
Let's proceed today.
I'm sorry?
Let's proceed.
All right. Request HV 19-11 of Ben Ziegler at 1316 Persian Avenue for a hardship variance to encroach 1 foot into their side yard and 3 foot into the rear yard with 2 separate stair landings. Each stair landing would be 3 feet from the nearest property line. The property is zoned RMF multiple family. Section 17.09.040F and Table 17.09-1 require a 4-foot side yard and a 6-foot rear yard setback for stair landings in the RMF district, Ward 3. Staff?
So this request is kind of another one of those. It's a little bit in between codes. In the past, some of these nonconformities were not an issue. They're being picked up a little bit more now. So there were landings for these stairwells, and they're going to be replaced essentially. And each landing is going to leave 3 feet from the in one case the rear property line, in the other case the side property line. So there'll be 3 feet of clear space from the property line to the landing, which in the past we've gotten some comments from the fire department, and they've always wanted at least 3 feet, and so we do have that in this case. This is just the notice area, or the area, just to let you see it. So it's to the north is the one, and then to the rear is the other. We had no comments either way. And so this is the plan. Here's the side, and here's the rear. And it's rather tight between these 2 buildings. I believe it's a total of 10 feet between the 2 buildings. And these are the photos from the applicant. So that, I believe, is what the stairs used to be. Now the new code requires a 3-foot landing and then steps, and so that's why we have the need for you couldn't just simply replace it based on the new code. The other thing I forgot to mention, but it is in the report, this is a 4-unit building, and without this variance, half of those units would not be viable. And so in our review, we reviewed all 4 of our criteria, and it has met all those criteria, and staff recommends approval as proposed.
Questions for staff? Judith?
So if I understand right, there's a conflict between the building code and the zoning code, is that?
It's not necessarily a conflict, it's just a change in how we're doing business. And so in the past, it was a little more loose with non-conforming. But this is a safety issue, and that's why it's in the code. They want the 3 foot of landing, and so we would like to accommodate that 3 foot of landing rather than just simply putting something back in there that doesn't have the 3 feet of landing space.
And it's still within his property line with the
That's correct.
change?
It's still 3 feet away from the nearest point of any property line.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, thank you, Scott. If the petitioner wants to come forward, just give us your name and anything that you need to let us know.
I am Ben Ziegler. I've been working on this property for, I want to say 3 or 4 years. Initially, when we purchased it, the landings were grandfathered in due to some decay. They were due to be replaced.
You do me a favor, pull that microphone a little bit closer to you. Or you,
Sorry.
okay.
That a little better?
Yep, that's
Okay.
better, thanks.
Shall I repeat myself, or?
That'd be fine. Yeah.
Okay. I am Ben Ziegler. I have been working on this property for, I want to say 3 years, possibly 4. And initially the exterior stairwells were grandfathered in and were in acceptable shape. They are no longer, which is what put me into this process.
Questions? Judith?
Well, looking at the pictures, it certainly looks like you need to fix the stairs from a safety point of view, and it's good that you want to do that. Would there's one picture that shows a second story. Is that one of the ones that are going to be? Yeah, there's one other picture that shows there's a second story set of stairs. Is that? Are these the 2 that are going to be replaced? Oh, okay. These are the 2 that are going to be replaced? Oh,
They're
okay.
at approximately 40 inches. It's first floor above grade. There were second floor balconies that have been removed and are not part of this request.
There are no other questions. Thank you. Any other discussion? All right. We have a motion.
I move to approve.
Moved and seconded to approve. Roll call.
Quinn? Yes. Lee?
Yes, and thank you for the staff report.
Strayhall?
Yes. It's been approved. Right. Is there any other business for us at this particular point in time? Call for a motion to adjourn then.
I move we adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.